Hey gamers, WallE here, and guess what? We're doing something really exciting and new now. We're opening the lines of communication directly to you guys, the viewers. That's right, we're gonna start doing commentary videos. And not that director commentary stuff you see on the DVDs. Nothing boring, nothing crazy. It's more like a podcast. We're gonna talk opinionated over any one of our videos, our vast library of content. We are now opening it for anything. What you want to talk about is what we want to talk about. So all you have to do to get this ball rolling is go to requests@mahalo.com. That's right, that's the email address you got to remember. What video do you want to see us talk about? What topic do you want us to debate? Ask us any questions, doesn't matter how obscure. Why does Knuckles have those weird knuckle things? I don't know. Why don't you ask us? You'll find out. And you know what? This isn't some promise. This isn't some future thing we're talking about. We're starting right now. We're gonna start with Mortal Kombat. How about that? Me and Cliff, we're gonna break down the first couple videos in that series. You like what you see? Remember, requests@mahalo.com, Facebook/Mahalo Video Games, and @VideoGames. That's the Twitter. You start talking to us, we're gonna start talking to you. That's right, it's gonna start going both ways. Boom. Hey guys, WallE here with the first official WallE commentary. And today we're gonna be doing Mortal Kombat. So to help me out with this, I brought in our very own Cliff, who actually did this game for our team. Cliff, how you doing today?
I'm doing well. Excited to talk about Mortal Kombat. It's a great game, and I think a lot of people out there will be surprised by where the series has gone.
Yeah, so Cliff's joining us today. If you find his opinions to be wrong, stupid, or awesome, you can let him know at Cliffy_Blake. That's his Twitter handle. So let's just get right into it. The story mode pretty much starts off on a pretty negative spot there.
Yeah, a lot of gruesome death going on right now. Blood everywhere, vultures eating body parts, and
yeah, poor Sonya there. That's gotta hurt. I don't understand why Mortal Kombat content has to start with a dead Johnny Cage so often. I like that guy. He doesn't seem to get a break.
Yeah, he's kind of a tool, but he's got a special place in my heart.
Yeah, well, anyone that tattoos his name across his chest and then puts his last name on his belt buckle just for extra, effect probably doesn't deserve to be living too long. One of the cool things you're seeing right here is a lot of the characters from the later Mortal Kombat games are also there, showing that this game isn't ignoring the entirety of the Mortal Kombat mythos, even though it's just basically dealing with the first 3 or 4 games in this main sort of way. So you played through this game. You were one of the first to play through this game. What did you feel when you started watching Shao Kahn kill Raiden here?
I was pretty confused as to what was going on because it's the very beginning of the game. Thinking, oh wow, all the characters are already dead. So how is this going to affect the story? Like, where is it going to go from here? How are they going to bring it all around in a loop to this make sense? And the way they did it was actually really awesome. I was very impressed by the story mode in this game, and I actually didn't even know they were going to include a story mode. I thought it was just going to be straight up fighting ladders like the normal Mortal Kombats.
Yeah, this game is really, really full. Like a lot of different modes, a lot of different things I've noticed. Story mode, arcade ladders, the crypt's got like 8 billion things to unlock.
The challenge towers, everything.
Yeah, it's pretty impressive. Usually you expect for a game like Mortal Kombat, or for instance Marvel vs. Capcom 3, which just came out very recently, that's only really got a mode and a half. It's fight with your friend and then fight with the computer, and if you fight with the computer you get a little bit of an ending to it.
Yeah. Plus they've got the training mode, but that's nothing new to fighters, so...
Yeah, I don't train. I'm just naturally good at fighting games, so I don't understand what training modes are.
So now Shao Kahn delivers the final blow.
One thing I did notice about Shao Kahn there, I didn't know he was Thor with rockin' Mighty Mjolnir there. I hope that comes into play in another Mortal Kombat game. Maybe that's a hidden nod to Marvel or DC versus Mortal Kombat, even though Thor was Marvel. It isn't a nod. I want everyone to know that, so please don't comment that it's clearly a different thing. I was trying to be facetious.
So now, here we are in the present day where Liu Kang is talking to Raiden, and Raiden is telling him about the vision that he had of Earthrealm being destroyed. And the amulet here shows the cracks in what's going to become the future, so that's why Raiden is dissettled.
So all this is the first Mortal Kombat game, right?
Yeah.
This is essentially what we didn't see in the 16-bit glory of Mortal Kombat 1.
Exactly. This starts out from the first one. The story mode spans, like you said, through the third game. So it's interesting to see where the story is going to go from there when they release a new sequel, which I'm assuming they're going to do.
It feels like this is a part one of multiple games for these guys. It definitely feels like they want to be doing more with this. I've played through the story mode myself, and it ends nicely and at a bit of a closure moment, but it's super open to just really tackle in this great way all the rest of the Mortal Kombat stuff.
Johnny Cage.
Me first. One of the things I love about the story mode here is that you're getting lots of different costumes and stuff for the characters, because you're playing through essentially what is kind of like a movie almost. You're jumping from person to person through these different chapters, but you're watching it unfold and playing this fighting game like you saw in Mortal Kombat 1. These characters would walk around, talk for a minute, and then a character comes in and they fight, and they walk around and talk for a minute. So as a structure for a story mode, this is really neat. This is something I haven't seen before in a fighter. And because of that, you get like cool Johnny Cage with his bow tie undone, because he's a badass that way. You get old Shang Tsung, and you'll see young Shang Tsung later. They really didn't spare any expense for going for different models to really sell that this is a story as opposed to just playing through some random fights.
And one of the greatest things about the story, like you saw right there, just went right into Chapter 1. It's a seamless story. There's no loading between characters, between story events and fights. So it's really awesome just to play through it and have everything unfold at once. It doesn't break up the action at all.
And it's pretty long, too. I mean, as far as story modes go, it could be, if this was the standalone thing, if it didn't really have all of the accoutrement of a fighter, this would almost be worth paying full price just for this story mode, because it's in depth. It's all there. It's a game in and of itself.
Yeah, definitely. They went all out to make this a brand new recreation of the story that we grew up with.
Johnny Cage laying the smackdown on Reptile. One of the things I love that they've done with this new Mortal Kombat is the designs of these characters have evolved to a more naturalistic, realistic, if you can be realistic in Mortal Kombat, sense. Reptile isn't just exactly like Sub-Zero and Scorpion with a different color palette. He's, in fact, a reptile-looking thing. And his costume isn't just a repaint of a different sprite. And they've really gone all out with that. No two characters look exactly alike, even the ones that did in the past games.
Yeah, even the background. This is the first background from the first Mortal Kombat game, the courtyard. So it's awesome just to see what they can do with current generation technology and how they would imagine that modern day.
I'd like to interject at this point in time, if I will, that the first time I played through this, I didn't get hit as Johnny Cage. I'm really a little unimpressed with your skills there. I mean, yes, it's the first battle, I get it. But seriously, I had flawless victory through about the third battle.
Yeah, it was a midnight release. I wasn't really, giving it all my oomph, if you will. So.
Oh, don't be so modest. You tried really hard. You just weren't good enough at it.
Well, then I guess we're just going to have to throw down.
Is that a challenge?
That is a challenge.
All right, guys. If you want to see that challenge, I'm actually down for this. Let's do this. If you are listening to this and you want to see this challenge, all you have to do is send to requests@mahalo.com who you want to see Cliff and me play as. I will be anybody, even one of those useless, jiggle motion girls.
Hey, they're pretty good. Some of them are actually really good.
You know what? They are fun to look at. I'm not going to deny. But yeah, you pick who I'm going to be, you pick who Cliff's going to be, and we will beat down on a future WallE commentary. And the beatdown will be from my perspective.
Losing.
Yeah, well, no, I will win. It's okay. The question, what's interesting for the viewers to tune into, will be how badly I beat you, and by what margins, and what sort of fatality I do to you. That's what people are going to want to see, because it's kind of, spoiler warning, I've already won.
It's just funny because none of this is going to happen. So I don't know. These events that you're predicting are like the the broken amulet that Raiden has. It's just a vision that's not going to come true. I'm sorry.
All right, awesome. So yeah, like I said, send that to requests@mahalo.com. Who should WallE be? Who should Cliff be? And we will have that go down.
Johnny Cage wins.
Man, I love those blades.